All right, time for our update. Hasn't been exactly the year we planned for, but I don't think that's ever how it goes. So here's what's going on. Obviously, we've taken some trips with this thing. It's been doing good so far. A couple fixes I gotta do, which I'm about to tear into the one, which is a coolant leak. But I'll spare the details for another video because it's something that it's kind of common, so we'll talk about it. So the main focus has actually been the Camaros. Trying to get them things done and out of the way. Since it's been, you know, a couple years since either of them have been on the road. So we've been really hashing those things out since probably February, March time. And got some good things, got some bad things. Both are really close. And we're about to head over to Brad's now and talk about that. And then we'll hit up Albert's and I'll show you where we're at with that.
Did you? Oh, no, you did. Big
I'm second guessing.
piece. It's over there on that box.
I see it. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I gotta mock these up to know. I can't remember if it was like this or like this.
Mrs. is calling you. Mrs. calling someone.
I missed it.
So here it is, Brad's Camaro. With, you know, a good old LS swap. It is actually a 5.3 truck block. It's got a cam. Can't remember what it is. We'll have to ask him. He did show me a video of it, and it's actually pretty gnarly. Holley intake, Holley injectors, some ICT billet stuff, pulleys, brackets. Running the Holley Terminator ECU. It is a little bit of a downgrade from the 3D3 he had. Should help with fuel mileage for cruising at least. Hopefully be a little more reliable. Here's the back. We did relocate the battery. Got to finish that up today. Hopefully tuck everything. Really nothing different inside. I'm getting ready to finish tucking everything. The ECU is up under the dash. You won't see it. And the plan for this guy is gonna be right here for now. So come a long way. Going on year 2 with this thing sitting, so that's why he was kind of, let's get this done. I don't blame him. I'm ready to see this thing back on the road again. Oh, your coolant tank's coming up. Fire in a hole. We were the closest on this one, then we ran into a problem. So we had it running, wanted to get some other things finished up, which the main thing being exhaust. I wanted the exhaust finished up before I started tuning it. So we sent it off to the exhaust shop. They found a bunch of things wrong. They wanted some things they wanted us to address a couple things to help with the installation, along with some problems they found. Sent it back and it caught fire in the driveway. So what we ended up finding happened is, for whatever reason, we ran a hose from here to here, from the rail back to the regulator, and we think the fitting itself on the hose was a used one. And because when we took this off, the threads were like all just trashed. So we were thinking maybe that, you know, fitting was used before, the threads were messed up and it just ate at this, and apparently eventually just worked loose because we ran this thing so many times with no problem, and then all of a sudden it leaked. So far we fixed just about everything as far as fuel line that was damaged. I think we got to remake that line still. Went through all the wiring. So far the only thing I found wrong was the plug on the actual fuel injector harness. So charred up a bit, a couple of the wires are bared, and when we tried starting it after kind of half fixing the fuel problem, it wouldn't run at all. All the sensors seemed to read fine. After doing some testing, I ohmed this guy out. That's all good. It's when I tried hitting the actual pins in here that I was finding issues. I clipped everything, made notes of where everything goes, and we left off. We were about to test all of that, and the battery died. So today I'm gonna go ahead and wire in the new plug that we got. So brand new plug, new pins, everything ready to go. Get that on, double check everything one more time, fix the fuel line, you know, cover it back up, fresh covering, and slide the intake back on, and I think we'll be ready to try starting again. Pretty proud of my work there. Looks pretty good. So now we're ready to do another probe test here to make sure it's sending all the pulses where it needs to. But that's the update on Brad's. We'll get a lot more videos of this thing once it's running. Sounds real mean. Definitely excited to get it back on the road. So next, let's go talk about Albert's. I've got a bunch of random stuff, so we'll hit that next time. Yeah, I think you take this off now finally. It don't matter no more. Pretty sure it's probably been the better of 2 years since I've done any filming with this car. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure the last time was that part for the intro.
Really?
Of it running. Yep. Starts and it looks pretty. Still don't. Your alternator too.
I wasn't getting any?
Wasn't doing nothing. So then it brings us to the cam car, Brad's body kit, you know, custom car. It's still gonna be gone by the end of the year. He's still just kind of daily in it. Messed with the tune a little bit. I kind of looked over a couple, not quite tables, but you know, little spots where I can make tweaks, and it's been doing a lot better as far as the starting and it trying to die off. So that'll be good, and I'll be able to hang on to that kind of tuning for other shenanigans possibly with that cam. This daily, my daily's doing pretty good. We've got some shenanigans with rust. But otherwise, running and driving perfect. Also ran into a snag with the truck, which was kind of fun. I learned how to do a rear end. So what started as trying to fix a vent because it was clogged and making, basically when you heat up the rear end, your fluid can get hot enough that it'll smoke. Basically, so it didn't vent out the body of the differential, it went out as axle seal. So I had to do new axle seals, had to tear everything apart, drop the carrier out, fix the vent, put the carrier back in, set all my adjustments. My fancy new toy. Had to buy a fancy new toy to achieve such. So that was fun. So always learning around here. That's the gist of it. Really, it's just been Camaro stuff, and then trying to get to, you know, trying to find time to get to events with the black car, in between camping as well. What I can say is September 30th, we're gonna be hosting a Grand Am meet here in Ohio. There's details up on the Facebook page. You can get a hold of me in private message. So far it's gonna be, so September 30th is actually the Saturday, and I'm planning stuff to happen Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, just to give everyone a chance to get in, depending on where you're coming from. Personally, I know traveling out to stuff, you know, sometimes you can't make the actual thing or be there for the whole time of the, you know, main event. So having that kind of auxiliary stuff on the other days helps. Yeah, so other than that, gonna keep on trucking, get to some cars and coffees, because that's still the goal this year. We're still going for them. I made another one, as you saw. Hopefully gonna make one or two, hopefully this month. And yeah, it's time to really just trying to enjoy the car at this point. So we'll see what happens, and until then, see you on the next one.
Always go bigger.
Is that what you think?
Always go bigger, right? Go big, go home.
Albert, I'm running Rotella